Welcome back to On the Couch. Of course, I'm your host, Siobhan Clark, and today we have a really cool show planned for you. We just heard from Ann Mello. She's the chairperson for the End to End, and that's coming up on March 5th. But now I have with me a very special guest. He's an international talent manager and the owner of FAM, F-A-M. And we have with us Mr. Quency Phillips. Welcome to the couch.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Definitely glad to be here. Heard a lot about it.
And I have to blast you, man. I was just saying to you, of course, that when I met you, a little while ago, you were light skinned.
A little bit. So blame it on the Kappa Classic and the Terrific Trials.
And that's where you've been this weekend?
Definitely been out there, and it's great events, great talent out there, especially on the football field, soccer field, and then seeing them on the track perform. It's always great to be a sponsor of events like that.
Okay, and so you've mentioned you sponsored that.
Yeah.
What's your involvement in Bermuda in general, and then take us right into FAM. What is FAM?
FAM. My involvement with Bermuda started with FAM, Fusion Athlete Management on the one side, Fusion Artist Management on the other side. David Bascom, a footballer, former footballer here, managed his overall brands in the States as well, now here in the Hope for Life Foundation here in Bermuda. So that was my introduction to Bermuda, and then it just involved to, additional things, the artist stuff, the athlete things. I think the biggest thing that we did here was bringing Phil Kogan and the Amazing Race for the Ultimate Bermuda Experience. We did that a couple months back. But sponsoring as much as I possibly can, just doing some things with the government, community, more community and philanthropy. That's my angle. Those are the things. Those are my true strengths, as well as marketing and branding. But Fusion Artist Management is where I represent a number of artists, whether they're performing artists, public speakers, producers, writers, hip-hop artists, inspirational artists, across the board.
Well, we're all hungry for you to call some names. So
Shoot. On the artist side, I think some of the bigger names are our producers because, truth be told, that's where the money is. I mean, the writing, the publishing side of it, which are writers and producers, the interns. Some of the songs is probably going to help out more. Some of the current songs, Rihanna's Birthday Cake, Big Sean, Dance, which also has another name to it, actually was dropped this week. Nas's The Don. We produced that.
No,
you guys,
I know Nas.
No idea.
You hit a special burn to me when you say Nas, and
Nas.
I know you. Common's another one. The Roots. I mean, you're talking about Philly here.
The Roots.
I'm sorry, I'm calling them out before you say it.
Damon Bryson, Too Good Jr. Raekwon on the marketing side for Wu-Tang.
Okay.
And a number of up and coming artists as well.
Sure.
SB. A lot of artists that we have on our roster. And then Fusion Athlete Management, NFL, NBA, WNBA players and boxers. Dwight Freeney, Super Bowl champion. He was my first. He had Evolve, Steve Jackson, Ben Gordon, Tyrus Thomas, a number.
And
I
the
have
list just goes on and
18,
on and on.
18 total athletes.
Okay.
18 total athletes. So.
And so, which Bermudian athletes are you working with?
Now, Daniel Johnson, who's over in the U.S. now, playing professional soccer. Sequoia Robinson, he's the second one that I had, soccer player, or football player. Daniel Augustus, the golfer, looks more like a football player, American football player, than a golfer.
But he prefers golf.
He prefers golf, and I don't think I had if someone else that I do manage here, I apologize, but I think those are the main three, as well as still David Bascom.
And of course, you're very open to expanding that list. And now
we look for talent. Period.
And we're now even looking at, of course, artists.
Most definitely.
That's the exciting part of this show, because we're kind of going to do our on the couch version of a Bermuda Idol, if you wish. Like just a small.
Okay.
I should have told you.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll see what you guys have. I love to see the talent. Though.
We have 10 artists here, and shortly, they're gonna have an opportunity to do a little piece for you and hear your thoughts on it. And it's really, really timely one, because we have so many hungry artists here on the island. So to hear from a professional like yourself, with the experience, with the knowledge, tips for success. I think that's something that they can definitely take with them and grow from it. So I'd like to thank you again for just being here and being a part and investing your time and energy. And you're even investing dollars with these sponsors.
Yeah, and it's not cheap here in Bermuda.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, y'all more expensive than New York City. And
you've worked
that shows
with
I love
government.
y'all, though.
You've worked with government as
Yes,
well, with like
yes,
the Bermuda
yes.
Music Festival and that type of stuff.
Yes, man. I can't even, a number of things, and especially, again, I pride myself on the community side, so adopted school programs, Victor Scott, West End Primary, we'll be doing some things at Barclay, Cedar Bridge. I also brought, with the basketball, I think last year, you guys had the street ball players, the and one players, those are my guys, shout out to Eighth Wonder and all those. Took some of you guys overseas as well. Keela Ferbert was one of the younger basketball players you guys have here, so she got to experience the Phoenix Mercury, meeting all the owners and the players, Diana Taurasi, all those. So yeah, I love doing that. It's part of what I do. It's about giving back. I'm from the south side of Chicago, so I didn't come from anything. So to be able to allow people to live their dreams and at least be exposed to other things, I think that's the biggest thing. Once you're exposed to it, then you have that opportunity for success, and you know what you need to prepare for then. And
that's the thing with Bermudian talents in general, whether it's on the athletes, on the sports side or on the music side or productions in general. It's so hard for us to get the exposure because we're this cute little dot on the globe, and those who do know of us, they come down, they experience us, they go on their merry way. Some of them do invest in the island in many ways, like yourself, but it's so hard for us to compete on the world stage because we're lacking some of those, the knowledge, the experience, and all of that we need in order to know what is the best path for us to, get that international exposure. And so to have someone like yourself who has come and, you see what I call the hidden gem of Bermuda, the talent.
Yeah, definitely. And just the development, from what I've seen thus far, I think what you're talking about and what you stated about just learning, certain things. I mean, the music business, I still learn to this day. I learn from my artists, I learn from producers, from just the industry in general. But I think it's the technical parts that are missing here thus far. I mean, even, our studios are so much bigger and vast, in terms of even the instrumentation and the different types of production. And we just have so many workshops, seminars, those types of things at our post. I mean, I work with the Grammys in a new music seminar every year for the Grammys with that whole week-long seminar as well. And it's just so much that is passed on, there. And I hope to be a part of bringing those things here to Bermuda as well.
Absolutely, and we're talking about, doing some things together through Spotlight Talent Agency.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to that partnership and making it happen. And just getting, like you said, this jewel. I look at it as like a Nike sign. It looks like a Nike sign a little bit, here, and hopefully it's exposed because even now in the music industry, I mean, you see the success of Rihanna. I mean, the island sounds, the Caribbean sounds, those types of things that are authentically you. So if we're taking from that, borrowing from that, why not, help cultivate what you guys have here? So.
And I think that you hit something right on the nail, and that's that island style. One thing that a lot of our talents do, and I guess again because we don't know, we latch on to the styles of other people who come from different places.
Yes.
So I think one thing that I personally encourage artists to do is to work on developing our style. Why can't Bermuda have a style? And it's really exciting again to see the growth and to hear of workshops that we're going to be able to put on, opportunities to perform. I know you manage some clubs overseas as well,
Yes.
And where are those clubs?
Chicago, New York, Atlanta are my main hubs, but even in LA, I work closely with the Roxy Theater, so it doesn't get much bigger than that in LA and Hollywood. So now I have a monthly event there. So even bringing new talent. Because a lot of us, even some of my talent is out in LA. A lot happens there, especially on the actor side as well. Yeah, I love it. I love my life. I'm living a dream. Pinch myself every day.
And speaking of which, your favorite quote, I don't know what I'm not, supposed to do.
Exactly. I'm a kid from the south
Don't
side of
limit
Chicago.
you, don't put you in a box.
I got 2 engineering degrees and I'm doing this. You know,
Okay.
so yeah, I don't look at any limitation. I mean, unless somebody tells me that I'm not supposed to do it, that's the only time that thought enters my mind. So yeah, my mentality is
doesn't
just to
stop
keep
you,
going.
right?
It's not. I mean, that's just gonna make me go harder. You know, so I enjoy it. I just keep trying to get better every year, every day, make moments, you know, and yeah, the rest is history.
Okay, okay. So, what inspires you?
My
What
family.
inspires you? What's your deepest passion?
My deepest passion is seeing our community evolve to truly be leaders. You know, we are, I mean, even what we're talking about in artists, we are innately that. I mean, you guys had Gombe's here. I love it. You know, I'm trying to do something. I don't even want to say nothing, but you know,
Listen, I can get you a hatchet, you know, and see what you could do.
No, I'm not trying to do that. I just want that to be even exposed to a higher. Yeah, those. I mean, even seeing the little bitty ones, they doing splits. No, not me. I used to play sports, and it's not happening.
I don't know what I'm not supposed
Yeah.
to do.
Gombe is not, you know, but
Gombe is on the list.
Yeah. That might be one. But I grab that bull whip, you know. I try to do. I got Phil Kogan to do it, so I guess I have to at some point in time do it. If the premier does it with me, she didn't do it with Phil. If she does it with me, I'll do it.
Okay,
No
okay,
problem.
that's the only way.
No, I mean it can be somebody else too. But I want somebody that's going to do something for the Gombe's in the community. And if they can do that, then I guarantee I'll put it all on. I'll sweat, lose a whole bunch of pounds in that suit. I can do it. I'm cool.
Okay. You got me laughing.
I'm
man.
sorry.
I'm not
I just
supposed
like to
to
smile.
laugh.
Yes, you're supposed to. This is on the couch.
I know,
Right?
I'm
We're at home. We're at home.
So okay, so what can we expect now from fam, from you, here in Bermuda? You know, we're talking, and you know, of course we got a bunch of people, and you've already proven yourself. So I'm not, you know, this isn't directly to you, but especially the artists. You've done a lot with the athletes. Now we're venturing into the music scene. What can they expect from you in general?
I want more talent. What they can expect is me bringing the professionals here, you know, to the island so that they can learn what they need to learn, you know, understand how to move their artistry to another level, to the next level, understanding publishing, understanding where the money is at. I mean, not too many people know you get a #1 hit on a Billboard, that's 300,000 every week that is #1. 300,000. So, you know, the goal, even being able to say that to someone and knowing someone like Lady Gaga, 9 singles released, 9 #1s, you really don't have to worry about anything anymore, you know, for 300,000 every week. So even if you go into the mentality of knowing where that is, not to say that money is the only thing, but understanding that is understanding the industry, which then, depending on what you want to do, you know, you can kind of base it around those things. So just doing that, you know, working with you, I am looking to develop talents. I'm trying to see even if I can figure out a studio situation here, as well as bringing talent overseas, you know, whether it's for a week or a few weeks, doing some writers camps, doing those types of things. And writers camp is more than just writing, you know, it's actually producers that's flown in all across the world. We typically do it in New York, make songs for some of the biggest artists. I mean, that's what we do. So I'm hoping to do that here too.
Okay, well, I'm excited. Is everyone excited? Is it just me?
Appreciate that. Now everybody knows that there's people around, not just behind where the cameras are. So it's more people. It's more people here.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we have a full house today.
Yeah, it's packed.
And of course, a lot of people are here to support the talents that will be performing for you. What I'm really, really excited to hear from you is, of course, again, those tips for success, helping them to, you know, work on their stage etiquette, helping them to work on crowd appeal as well. It's more than just standing with a mic.
Yeah.
It's really about, you know, capturing the hearts of as many people as possible, because those are the ones who take you to #1.
Yes, it's the experience.
Yeah.
I mean, and with music, it's emotion. So as an artist, you have to play on all of that, you
That's
know,
right.
draw it out, the different types of, you know, genres of music, be able to do that. But it's an experience. I mean, many touch points that we have. It's not just hearing, you know,
That's
it's
right.
visually, it's all of those things
That's
together.
right.
So I know that's what I would definitely be looking for.
So no more studio artists.
No,
They need to
no.
get out and,
Nope.
and perform on stage and build that
Definitely.
experience.
Yes, get the
Yeah.
nerves out. I mean, because yeah, you see some singers now that can't sing.
They can't
You know,
sing.
that auto tune goes away when
Isn't
you're live.
that so? I mean, that's
Yeah.
almost like they rubbed you you of something. You buy their CD.
Yeah.
You love it. You're all excited. That's your favorite jam. You play it over and over in your car.
Yep.
And then you go to the concert and they can't sing.
At all.
At all.
You know, give me my money back.
Give me and my money for my CD.
Yes. And the gas that it took to get here, especially here in Bermuda. I mean, shoot, even though it's only 21 square miles or whatever, it was gas. And, yeah, hills, I'm cool. Yeah.
So tell you what, right? I'm gonna have you scoot over. I'm gonna sit by you, okay? When we come back from the break, I'm gonna have Quincy with me on the couch still. We're going to hear from some of our local talents. They'll have 2 minutes to perform before Quincy, and then Quincy will give them some advice. We're really looking at 3 areas: the overall performance, the stage etiquette, and crowd appeal. We'll be right back on the couch.
Hey, yeah, okay. The name says it.